move on, and there's some update now coming from the state of Karnataka, and this is about Raghavendra Bank issue. There is an update now. Bank depositors are demanding action. There is a protest that is taking place as well. Remember, in January last year, the Reserve Bank of India had imposed a withdrawal limit of 35,000 rupees, citing the bank's bad loan issue. Then this ceiling was raised to 1 lakh rupees later. Let's go across to Deepak Bopanna joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Deepak, the situation for the depositors is similar to the situation of PMC Bank in Mumbai, but what is the update and how soon can some relief be expected here?
Well, the relief is not in sight for most of these depositors, and that's the reason they're desperate. And, most of the depositors in this particular bank, the Guru Raghavendra Bank, they're all senior citizens who put in their lives' earnings at this point in time for their medical expenses, for any of their needs. They're not able to get hold of their money that they're deposited. That's the reason they've come out in huge numbers today. This is not the first time, of course, they're protesting, but they're hoping that somewhere their plight is heard by the officials, is heard by the RBI, and they're coming together and trying to put out that message. Let's try and speak to a few people. If you could tell us right now, what are the main issues and what are the demands?
Main issue is, first of all, please get our interim relief immediately to all the depositors, so that it will be a great sigh of relief to each and everyone. So that is my request.
And I mean, you just spoke to me a little while earlier. You ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ you had medical issues. You couldn't pay for that. How difficult has it been?
ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿಗೆ 95 ವರ್ಷ ಇವಾಗ. ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೂ ನನಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ 7,000-8,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾತ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಕ್ ಹೊಡೆದು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿ ನಂಗೆ ಭಾಳ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ಟಿರೋ ದುಡ್ಡು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯಾರೇ ಆಗಲಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬದುಕಬೇಕು? ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಟೋ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಥರ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Well, here he's saying that he's in fact struggling to even get hold of money to pay for his medicines, to even take a rickshaw to the hospital. Apart from all of this, now what are the demands that you're putting forth? Is there a channel of communication that has been opened with the officials, and also some of the elected representatives here have been assuring action? Has anything worked out on that front?
No, nothing really has happened. It has been close to 2 years, but nothing significant has happened. Most importantly, my demand on behalf of all the depositors is the investigation is not moving in the right manner. The CID, which is investigating this matter here, does not have the bandwidth to investigate a fraud to this extent. This has to go to the CBI Bank Frauds Agency immediately for investigation. Number one. Number two, the depositors have to get at least 50% of their money immediately. Later on, the investigations can continue. Number three, the RBI and RCS also have to be investigated. Number four, most importantly, what is happening is the two elected representatives from here are not bringing enough pressure on the government, so, respectively the state government and the central government. And more importantly, the central finance minister has also been elected from here. It is all the more important for her to solve this issue immediately. So my first demand is a CBI inquiry has to happen in this case, and there are many local BJP leaders who are involved in this. Mr. Ashwath Narayan Gowda, to namely, who is a 12 crore defaulter. He's roaming around happily. Why aren't you taking action against him? What is the problem here? And another important thing before I finish, they are trying to divide the depositors into small-time depositors and big depositors. People below 5 lakhs and above 5 lakhs. This should not happen. They are trying to diffuse the situation here. If this happens, most of the situation will be diffused and the bank will just go into dry. Nothing can happen. This is not the right manner. The depositors should aggressively not accept this, and this sort of diffusion should not happen. That is my most important demand here.
Well, there you go. Certain issues were pointed out very clearly by that depositor. Then you can hear the issues that they've put forth, quite genuine in nature.
Right.
They're also saying that there is, of course, an MP from the Lok Sabha who's elected from here. In fact, the finance minister's, this is the finance minister's constituency where she has been elected from. There is also an MLA here. Now, they've all been assuring that they will help them, but up until now, it's been close to 2 years where the deposits are stuck and they find no way to really come out of it. And they're saying that the CBI inquiry could probably fix this particular issue.
Right. And protesters alleging that, the inquiry investigation is not going in the right direction, something that the RBI must also now take note of, because it is the depositors who are today suffering because of somebody else's mistakes, or, the reason that this kind of a restriction was imposed on this particular bank. Thank you, Deepak, for the moment, for joining us with all of those details. We have to now move on, and there's an update now coming from Jammu and Kashmir about